With the first pick in the 2010 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select John Wall. The Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving. The Washington Wizards select Kwame Brown.
Hi, I'm Bid Spicer of Wannabe Draft Analyst. On this episode of the show, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most controversial topics yet. Each year in the NBA Draft, there are 60 players selected, and many of those players don't pan out to their potential. Although it's a bit early to be calling these players busts, I'm going to be taking a look at some of the players in the draft this season that need to prove themselves in the NBA if they want to be successful. First off, I'm going to take a look at Louisville's shooting guard, Terry Rozier. Rozier played out of position this season, as many scouts are projecting him to be a point guard in the NBA. At 6 feet tall, it's highly unlikely that he will be a shooting guard at the next level, where he spent most of his time last season at Louisville. You look at some of the guys that Pitino's put in the NBA, and guys like Peyton Siva and Russ Smith, who many Louisville fans and college basketball fans would say are more talented than Terry Rozier, haven't panned out. So it's going to be interesting to see how Rozier can do given those circumstances. Next up is the University of Kentucky's Trey Lyles. He doesn't really do anything at an elite level. He is versatile and he can space the floor, but there's nothing that he really does that makes you say, wow, this guy's an elite talent. He can't really rebound at a high level or score at a high level. He is able to space the floor, like I mentioned, but he does lack NBA speed and quickness, which could be a hindrance on the defensive end if he's unable to defend guys that are faster than him in the NBA. And lastly, with Lyles, he hasn't shown the ability to shoot the three. He took several attempts in the earlier games for Kentucky, but as the season went on, he just quit attempting those three-point shots. So his ability to space the floor is limited, if you will, to just the mid-range shot. So I'm interested to see if he can adjust and add the three-point shot to his repertoire in the NBA. Third, I'll be taking a look at Kelly Oubre from Kansas. A lot of guys expected him to be an elite type of prospect in college. Coming out of high school, he showed the ability, and at Kansas, he sort of just lacked the motor. At times, he didn't go as hard as he should, and he was a bit inconsistent, specifically in conference play in the Big 12. And he showed that he couldn't score consistently, which is definitely an issue considering he's going to play 82 games as opposed to the 30 or so games he played this year at Kansas. Another thing with Kelly Oubre is his defense. Like we said, with his lack of effort at times, he has shown a lack of effort on the defensive side of the ball, and that's something that he's going to need to work on moving forward as well. Fourth, I'm going to highlight Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin, who graduated as a senior this year. He just absolutely struggled his first 2 seasons at Wisconsin, didn't show the ability to be a great player, and he did develop, but you have to wonder if he's sort of hit his ceiling, if he's reached his full potential. A lot of scouts are saying that he's not going to develop in the NBA any more than he already has. So I'm interested to see if he can work on his game and improve. There is some areas that he definitely needs to work on, like his athleticism. He lacks sort of a lateral quickness that would allow him to defend his position. And having said that, a lot of people are concerned with what position he will play. He spent time, of course, at center at Wisconsin, but can he play the center position or the power forward position at that? He has the ability to space the floor, yes, but can he defend the low post against a guy that's stronger or quicker than him? That's definitely something to watch for. And really, with Frank Kaminsky, he needs the perfect role. He has a great basketball IQ. He can space the floor, but he's not going to be able to create offense. You're going to have to create offense for him, and he's going to have to play for a team that can really provide that type of role for him where he can thrive. And last but not least, Kevon Looney from UCLA. He lacks NBA post skills. A lot of his offense came from offensive rebounds. He's a great rebounder, of course, but at 6'9", you have to question his size as an NBA power forward. can he rebound at the NBA level? Like I said, he created most of his offense from offensive rebounds, but at 6'9", it's going to be a challenge for him to consistently get rebounds. He did show the ability to rebound well in college. And lastly, with Looney, a lot of people are questioning his strength and quickness, which are two areas where he's not really bad at, but he needs to improve if he wants to be an elite player in the NBA. I think each of these guys does have the potential. They've all been projected to go in the first round, so obviously they are great talents. Each of these guys has the potential to be a great player. We've seen the ability in each one of these from their highlights, from watching them play, and it's just a matter of them coming down and stepping up and developing their game.